Good afternoon. First and foremost, go to the website. You can find it on my link tree. If you're on TikTok, it's in my bio. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description. Keep in mind, TikTok is on the chocolate block again here in about 3 days. So just keep that in mind for going to the other sites and just making sure that you're able to follow. Also, I created a group me so that you have direct access because I do want to talk and find out. I have a list of counties, so I want to just start checking off all the individuals who are supporting the idea of direct democracy, of understanding what direct democracy is. And if you have questions, the best way to do that is to send it through a direct message. Join the group me. Legislative Authority 2026 is the name. It's open to everyone. Yes, I am the moderator. Don't know um, how to navigate it yet, but nonetheless, send the messages so I can get questions answered. But the ideal is important to me, which brings me to I am super grateful for everybody that is supporting the idea of direct democracy, that is allowing me to be the conduit for the idea of direct democracy for citizens. We do need to get to a place where we can trust government. And in order to do that, we need to be more inclusive in government decisions. And direct democracy is going to allow us to do that on so many levels. If you are concerned about how that's going to happen, please go to the website, review the plan, ask the questions. There are so many ways to get in contact with me if there is something that I am missing. So please send that. If you would like to endorse me, by all means do so. But I will not take any financial backing whatsoever. I will take everyone's endorsement from anywhere you send it, but I will not take a dime. And the reason I'm going to stand on that is because I believe we need to take money out of politics. And I cannot have a self serving reason, i.e., for example, if I'm looking and knowing that, yes, money would help me reach more people, then I found a self serving reason to keep money in politics. You could have the most upstanding business and want to be doing the best thing possible. But right now, money needs to be removed from politics. And I'm going to stand on a campaign that does not ask its citizens for any money to finance my campaign. The only thing that I ask of you is when you go onto my website, you will find the petition. If you go take that petition to your supervisors of elections office, it will cost you 10 cents to submit that petition. That's you paying for legislative authority for citizens. That's you saying that, hey, I'm submitting this petition because I believe in the idea. I believe in the idea. That person that's bringing the idea that we're going to champion the idea through, that's who we want to hire. So I want you to take this 10 cent. I want you to take that document, take it to your supervisor of elections office and turn it in. And then I want you to spread the word. That's all I'm asking individuals to do is spread the word and find out if we want to speak for ourselves, if we want to have an adequate seat at the table to actually have constitutional wording that holds elected officials accountable to its citizens. Because right now, it is not enshrined in our Constitution. And that's something that we really need to take into consideration. Again, I am very grateful for the support, but I did want to reiterate my stance. There is no way possible I will meet everyone. There are 23 million individuals in the state of Florida. So whoever I don't meet, empower yourself to pass the message along. I will do everything in my power to get to where you are. Please send me events that are happening and I will show up there as I work to create my own events and then ask you to show up just so we can all have a conversation. I continue to go to town halls. I continue to see individuals speak. And I continue to hear elected officials say, don't forget that the power belongs to you. They just forget to say until we close the doors and we vote. I'm done letting citizens just speak and ask for permission and beg. I do not want citizens to beg. I want elected officials to feel the weight of citizens' authority. And if you go to the page, and I'll just break it down for you, the last vote goes back to the citizens to validate. So it doesn't matter how these boards vote. At the end of it, our citizens will give the deciding vote as to whether or not legislation gets passed or doesn't pass. That's how important it is to do this correctly. That's how important it is to get legislative authority for citizens. That's how important it is for you to put our children in a future where they actually have the power to feel empowered when our elected officials start making decisions. So it's very important to me to maintain a stance where you know that when you look up the books, I have not taken a dime from anyone, and I am not automatically saying that everyone's horrible, but I am saying that if we're going to want money out of politics, then we have to elect individuals that are not looking to take our money. The amount of money you raise does not go back to citizens. It doesn't go back to citizens. Even if it gives the candidate the ability to buy airtime, it doesn't go back to citizens. So I'm not going to ask you for your money. I'm going to ask you to invest your most precious asset. That's your time. That is your time to talk about the single policy that I have, which is legislative authority for citizens, a form of direct democracy given to citizens. Thank you. You guys have a great day.